Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 55 of the Essential Zodiac Podcast. I'm your host, Cynthia McNulty.
And I'm Audrey Fannin.
Today we will be discussing the full moon in Virgo. And I still have offers to receive your own personal 2024 astrological overview. It's only February, so it's certainly not too late to order that. It's all on my website. And for you February kids out there, there's still time to order your solar return. So you want to check that out. So if 2024 has gotten off to a slow start, I know for me personally, January felt like it was never going to end. I spent most of January sick, so I was really happy to see February on the horizon. The Virgo full moon will be tomorrow on the 24th, February 24th, and this marks a turning point where life starts to pick up significantly. Remember, we're still retrograde free. So all those plans that you want to put into place, things you want, goals you want for the spring, now's the time to start thinking about it, start researching, start planning, because we don't have any energy holding us back. So this lunation emphasizes the value of hard work and organization. I mean, it is Virgo, after all, which is a earth sign, and earth signs like to get things done. So now is the time to examine your day-to-day, taking into consideration where manageable changes can be made. Just be mindful to avoid perfectionist attitudes, which is a Virgo trait. Maintain reasonable expectations for yourself and others. Remember to support your body as you move through work and personal errands, fueling yourself with nutritious food, while also acknowledging when it's time to take a break. And I know sometimes I'm guilty of that myself, where I'm going, and I don't take the time to have a cup of tea or just a breather. So do that while you're working through your day. Make sure you take a little time for yourself. Now, lingering close to the Pisces sun, Mercury and Saturn will have their own influence during this astrological event. Now, Mercury promotes clarity, communication, and learning, while Saturn urges us to revitalize outdated structures, both personally and collectively. So use this energy to have important conversations with colleagues, loved ones, and members of your community with the clear intent to solve issues that need addressing. Unfortunately, not everyone will be eager to get with the program, making it important that you approach change from a collaborative standpoint rather than dishing out new rules or procedures. You'll also be uniquely positioned to release patterns in order to establish new ones. So be sure to focus on what you can do as an individual. And sometimes doing something by example is the best way to get people, to come on board if they see you doing something and it's successful. They have the proof right there, so they're more willing maybe to join whatever changes that you want to make. Now, outside of Luna's domain comes an alignment between Venus, Mars, and Jupiter. This brings focus to the collective, to all of us. If there are any political situations that have been weighing on you, and that's like 24/7 these days, right? Mm-hmm. Consider how you could take action. Write to members of Congress, donate to charity, or volunteer at a local nonprofit to appease your compassionate heart. However, you won't gain much traction from announcing views online, which may stir arguments and have negative impacts on your mood and relationships. I have found over the past several years that there are only very few people I share things with, and it's not online. I share things with Audrey because we are of like minds in a lot of ways. And she's also a good friend and will tell me if I'm acting like a nut. So I have good feedback from Audrey and other people. My spouse, Jay, is very honest with me and everything. So I'm lucky in that I have a good group of family and friends who I could share things with. But I don't do it online. I'll share funny memes or I'll, share a recipe. But it's the aggravation is really not worth it. And, now that's all up to you guys to make, your own decisions regarding your social networking life. But that is how I handle things. It also helps, my blood pressure. So take it for what you will. Now, you want to educate yourself on issues so that you can make intelligent choices. But also remember to, pull back if you feel overwhelmed. I mean, there are a lot of choices out there to be made, and sometimes, we can put too much on our plate. So, pick and choose what you can do, because if you are volunteering or you want to do a good job, you want to make a difference. So, you want to make sure that, you don't overload yourself. Also, you want to acknowledge what you have control of without losing hope over vastly complicated situations and some that you're just not able to handle. So you want to, look at things with a critical eye. Now, fluctuations within the economy will become more apparent under Jupiter's command, and there will be plenty of financial movement to keep up with. So avoid impulsive investments, especially if they seem overly trendy or too good to be true. You should also be cautious when accepting or giving monetary advice, as the energy at play can inflate or deflate at a moment's notice. Choose the most practical route when it comes to your bank account, but don't be afraid to take a few gambles that won't hurt you in the end if they don't work out. So you want to look at things with a low risk value. One of the people that I trust is Raymond Merriman. He has been doing financial astrology for 25, 30 years now, and you can find him online. He has very good advice, and I get his newsletter, things like that. So if you want to get some proper advice, check out Raymond Merriman. Now, when navigating these vibes, your body and intuition will work hand in hand. Pay attention to the signals that you receive at a physical level, watching for signs of stress, panic, or unease. If possible, spend some time stretching and releasing tension under Luna's glow, setting intentions around living your best and most energized life. So here are some practical tips to connect with the full moon's power. Now, after these, I'm going to take a short break, and when I come back, I'll have your full moon horoscopes. So the first tip is set intentions. Under the moonlight, write down goals for organization, self-improvement, or service. Be specific and clear about what you want to achieve. Do a declutter ritual. Gather, it's a good pre-spring activity too. Gather unwanted items and hold a symbolic cleansing ceremony before letting go. Release emotional attachments and create space for new beginnings. So even if it is a simple act of clearing out your junk drawer, you will feel 100% better. So it doesn't have to be, the entire house. Pick your battles, pick your messy spots, and go at it one at a time. Perhaps create a Virgo-inspired altar. Now remember, Virgo is an earth sign, so adorn your altar with earthly elements like crystals, plants, even some candles. Write affirmations related to organization, health, and service. Take a full moon bath. So infuse your bath water with herbs like lavender or rosemary for relaxation and clarity. Set your intentions while soaking and release anything holding you back. Also, that's a very nice, civilized way of maybe relaxing after, a long, hard day. Take a nice, warm, relaxing bath. And then finally, journal prompts. Reflect on areas of your life needing organization, limiting beliefs to release, and acts of service you can offer. So I always try to write in my journal daily. If I don't always get to it daily, at least 4 to 5 times a week, I do have a journal that I put all my thoughts down in, and that helps sometimes to see things in black and white. So now I'm going to take a short break, and like I said, when I come back, I'll have some horoscopes for you.
The Essential Zodiac Podcast comes your way every other Friday on all your favorite podcast platforms. If we're not on yours, let us know, and we'll be sure to add it to our distribution. Just send us an email at ezpodcast@yahoo.com. That's the letter E, the letter Z, podcast@yahoo.com. Cindy always has specials going, especially for the current month's solar return reading. So visit essentialzodiac.com to check those out. And while you're there, be sure to sign up for the Skywatch Journal, an email newsletter with astrological updates delivered right to your inbox. Back to you, Cindy.
Thanks, Audrey. Okay, so here are your horoscopes for each of the signs. Now, remember, these are just general interpretations. For a more personal reading, consider ordering a personalized monthly or daily forecast that analyzes your unique birth chart. I take that, I look at your birth chart and give you a personal reading. By understanding how the full moon in Virgo affects your specific zodiac sign, you can leverage its powerful energies to enhance your life in meaningful ways. So now if you can't do that, one thing that you could do is listen for your sun sign, and if you know your rising sign, listen for that too, and you could get more of a better idea of what is happening. So for Aries, this is a powerful time to tackle neglected tasks, but avoid burnout. Plan your work and work your plan. For Taurus, refine your routines and indulge in healthy self-care practices. Don't be too critical of yourself or others. Gemini, your communication skills shine, but avoid intellectualizing your emotions. Listen to your heart as well as your head. Cancer, prioritize emotional well-being and nurturing connections. Embrace healthy boundaries and avoid becoming emotionally overwhelmed. Leo, channel your energy into creative pursuits with a structured approach. Avoid unnecessary drama and practice humility. Virgo, okay, this is your moon, okay? It's your time to shine. Embrace organization, self-improvement, and acts of service. Remember to celebrate your achievements and be kind to yourself. Libra, focus on open and honest communication in relationships. Offer constructive criticism with kindness and be receptive to feedback. Scorpio, this is a powerful time for emotional healing and transformation. Seek healthy outlets for your emotions and avoid manipulation. Sagittarius, expand your knowledge through structured learning and organized exploration. Ground yourself and avoid impulsive decisions. Capricorn, your organizational skills excel. Refine your career goals and celebrate your achievements. Don't be afraid to delegate tasks. Aquarius, connect with like-minded individuals and engage in meaningful discussions. Embrace new ideas, but maintain your unique perspective. Pisces, tap into your creative inspiration and artistic talents. Prioritize healthy emotional boundaries and self-care practices. So that is today's episode. Our next episode is about the new moon in Pisces, which will air on March 8th. I hope you tune in. And remember, with astrology, you can chart your life's course.
If you like what you hear on the Essential Zodiac Podcast, please take a moment to rate the podcast wherever you listen. Good ratings make it easier for other people to find us and to enjoy Cindy's astrological and practical wisdom. Remember, you can stay connected with the Essential Zodiac Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and X in between episodes. And be sure to visit essentialzodiac.com to check out Cindy's latest specials.